Hey, what's happening to you guys? Extreme Sonic here and welcome back to another video. Today I want to do a discussion on the latest chapter of Boruto's manga because that manga was super fucking hyped. Like, that was probably the most hyped thing that I've seen so far in this damn Boruto manga series. And I have no idea why they left out such an important factor of this, to the story, in the movie. Like, the movie could have hyped the manga and the anime up so damn much. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. But anyways, the manga pretty much was expanded on something that kind of answered a question that we've had since we saw the first chapter of the Boruto manga. Where did Boruto get those markings, and where did Kawaki get those markings? I mean, it answered for Boruto, but the mystery is still up for Kawaki and how he got his markings. But basically, near the end of the chapter, we saw Momoshiki come back in some sort of ghost form, and I'm pretty sure that time didn't actually stop for them. I'm sure that everything that happened between Momoshiki and Boruto was kind of like in Boruto's head, and it was like a split-second thing. So pretty much Momoshiki came back in a sense and gave Boruto this weird cryptic message as to him being the cause of man's fall or something like that. Like, he's gonna do something that's gonna cause everyone to suffer. His blue eyes will cause him to lose someone that he cares about. Like, I don't know, like, it's very cryptic stuff. And he grabs Boruto's arms and then disappears. And then when Boruto opens up his right palm, we see that he has some sort of prism or rectangle or square thing in his hand. I'm gonna go with prism because prism tends to look cool, like, in terms of the shape and all that stuff. So basically he gets this kind of weird thing in his right hand. And if you obviously remember, in the first chapter we saw that Boruto had these weird markings on his right hand and his right face, and he also had the Byakugan, which I have no idea how he obtained that yet. It could probably tie in with the whole blue eyes, but Momoshiki said blue eyes, the pure version of eyes, so we don't know how he got that eye in the first place. Which, by the way, that raises even more question as to how did Kawaki get his marking, because his marking is the exact same as Boruto's, and the only difference between those two is that Kawaki's marking is red and Boruto's marking is blue. So we don't know, did Kawaki maybe run into another Otsutsuki member, or maybe the Otsutsuki member sees, like, okay, hold on. Okay, we don't know if Kawaki maybe met up with an Otsutsuki sometime in the past, and maybe the Otsutsuki saw something in Kawaki that will lead to something in the future, or maybe that's why she kind of entrusted some sort of powers to, Kawaki. Now I know I'm just pulling shit out of my ass at this point, but it makes sense because that's how Boruto got his powers, like. And unless Boruto somehow slapped the fuck out of Kawaki sometime in the future and kind of transmitted his powers towards him, it's the only logical conclusion that I have anyways. And it's very interesting. Now, in terms of the blue eyes, like, I don't know what that means. Like, could it mean that if Boruto activates his powers, he'll tap into a part of himself that he shouldn't have been able to tap into in the past? I mean, like, if you look back to Himawari, like when Himawari activated her Byakugan for the first time, most of us, in fact everyone, just took it as this comedic thing that we're going to be seeing in the future of the Boruto anime. Whenever Himawari activates her Byakugan, it's going to be her personality that changes, and she's going to be all aggressive and sort of being all kawaii and whatever the case may be. And now when you really look at it, that could be a factor when it comes to the hybrid Uzumaki Hyuga clan thing. Like, whenever they activate their Byakugans, their personality changes. It's weird. Maybe it's a lot more drastic when Boruto goes through that than Himawari, since Himawari is a little girl. But I don't know what that means. Like, I really don't. Like, hopefully we'll get some answers in the future. Hopefully it's explained a lot more in the manga as well. Not in the manga, sorry, in the anime as well. But yeah. Besides that, we see obviously Boruto giving the speech that he gave in the movie as well. How he wants to be a shinobi like Sasuke. He doesn't really care about being an Hokage. And the chapter ends there. So it's very interesting. I'm very interested. It's going to be very interesting just to see Boruto's journey up to that point that we saw in chapter 1. and obviously we don't know how the marking in his right hand will be affecting his powers. We don't know if it's going to be dampening it. We don't know if it's going to be dormant until Boruto feels a huge amount of emotions. We know how things are in the Naruto universe, and whenever someone feels a huge amount of emotion or something like that, they awaken some sort of powers that's been lying dormant for ages. But in Boruto's case, he has the markings, so he's going to be similar to Sasuke. You guys know how whenever Sasuke goes into a certain stage of emotion, he kind of triggers the curse mark on his neck. So we don't know what's going to happen, and also we don't know how this marking is going to affect his jutsus, because Naruto, I believe, activates his jutsu with his right hand. So let's say if he does the Rasengan, will the Rasengan change now because he has that marking on his right hand? I don't know. Like, I'm just asking a bunch of questions with no answers, because that's exactly what this freaking manga did. It just added more questions with only one answer, and the only answer that we know is that we now know how Boruto got those markings. But because of that, it raises another question as to where did Kawaki get those markings, and bro, it just adds it. And who is Kawaki anyway? Why is a random ass dude coming into the village and just fucking shit up? Like, what's up with that? But anyways, that's it for me. I just want to express my thoughts on this. It's very interesting. I don't know if I feel like the markings will have no negative effect on Boruto once he masters it, but I feel like it's gonna have some sort of negative effect in the early stages of him realizing that he was given powers that he wasn't really aware of. Like, you guys know how the Uchihas all have these secret stages of powers and all that stuff, and you know how in the past we've always seen the Hyuga clan and the Uchiha as some sort of like the opposites of each other. Like, the Uchihas came from Hagoromo and the Hyuga clans came from Hamura. Maybe this could be some sort of a technique that has been lost in the Hyuga lineage for some time now, and maybe Momoshiki kind of passed it down to him in a sense. I don't know, I'm spitballing here. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. This is going to be a crazy ass chapter. I'm Extreme Sonic. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.